Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling no good on your boxing, yeah. There's been no headshot sting, so do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
What's up, family? I'm going to start off by straight saying all I've been seeing is memes about Shakur Stevenson and hearing channels saying he trash, he garbage, he this, he that. A bunch of negative. But we got to remember, our opinion is just our opinion. And some of these people are stating their opinions like it is straight 100% fact. And that's not the case. Now, I know he went out there and he didn't perform the way we expected him to perform. Some people saying he ain't what we thought he was and this and that. But the man is a silver medalist. He has been beating people on the world stage in the amateurs, which we dubbed him a world beater. The baby world beater, we affectionately say. I'm going to say this. In basketball, and I'm just throwing this out there, whether you win by 100 or you win by 1, you win. Baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever. This man went out there and got a win. I got Gil Cole in the house. Salute, Gil Coles. What's up? And he went out there and he got the win. It wasn't the way we might have wanted to see it, but he did get it. Now, one bad showing does not mean we're supposed to throw the fighter away. But to still, you're right, Gil Cole. Shakur fight was boring. He said, but I'm a believer in styles make fights. True. I think one of the best breakdowns I heard was from Trey X when he said that Shakur, you know, when he get touched kind of strongly, he's not trying to get that more than once. He's not trying to get hit on. And this is boxing, and boxing is hit and not be hit. Yes, he did a lot of moving around, but on the same scale, shouldn't De Los Santos have been able to try to come up with some kind of way to be able to get to him? Salute, Trey X, what's going on? Yes, Shakur, you know, some people say he stumped the place up, but he still walked away with the win. I'm not going to trash the man and say he garbage, nothing like that, because I don't believe that he's garbage. His amateur resume and his professional resume states different. Like I said, he might didn't win the way we wanted him to, but he pulled it off. In boxing, I guess you're only as good as your last performance, and right now his last performance says that, you know, he gotta let his hands go a little more and take some chances. This is what I'm hearing. He needs to take chances and step out there, but the man is fighting the way he needs to fight to get the victories. Like I said, once again, yeah, it was a boring fight, but his defense was on point enough where he stayed away from De Los Santos and had De Los Santos, okay, bro, yeah, I'm here. De Los Santos, you know, I can't lie. De Los Santos was swinging some haymakers, it looked like. And at sometimes, Shakur had him missing quite badly, like a matador with a bull. He just had that man missing pretty bad. And what else can you say about that? I can't talk it up any better than what it was because, I'm not going to put cables on it. The man walked away with the victory. He was big enough to say, he came out and said, he was disappointed himself in the performance that he gave. That wasn't a good performance at all. Gil Cole said, yeah, he should have let his hands go like I do in Champ Ross. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go ahead and go. You doing your thing right now. I got to give D'Lo his prop. D'Lo is really, really on his move, trying to keep me from passing him up. He's doing a good job on that. But anyway, I know a lot of people had something to say or had something to say. They've been dragging the man for a minute now. All of a sudden, Devin whoop him and Tank will whoop him and all these things. But I can't help but remember a lot of people complaining about Tank, talking about he been losing every round and then he'd get a knockout. Can't say that they haven't said that because they have. When Devin got caught, Gil Cole's ranked 20. Lala D in the house. What's up, girl? What's up, sis? What's going on? Good to see you coming through. As I was saying, when Neo's Arcade, what's up, man? Appreciate you stopping through. Glad you came through. Welcome to the show. As I was saying, Devin, he got clocked in this fight where he had to wobbly legs and he walked back to the corner. People was all on him, talking about how he wouldn't be able to do his things. And they just, I'm starting to see a pattern. If a certain fighter has any bad showing at all, they all of a sudden exposed and all this nonsense that they get said. I still believe Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter, great fighter, I think. He just gave us a bad performance. A lot of the GOATs have had bad performances. We didn't throw them away. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not. It was still Shakur's night, just not a glamorous night, dare I say. Other than that, the man got the victory, and shoot, I still I take my hat off to him. He still got the victory. He didn't put hands all over De Los Santos like I thought. I thought we would see a better fight. I thought we would see Shakur go into his bag and do some things and show us how to deal with De Los Santos. But he showed us how to deal with him in a different way. He used a lot of movement in the ring. Got him a couple of shots off and moved around. And it is what it is. Oh, gee, I'm in 20th place and you in 21st. You too close to me and I got a problem with that. That's too bad, homeboy. Sorry you got a problem, but that ain't my fault that you got a problem with me being close. Before you know it, I'm going to be past you up. So you're going to really have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you come with that same vigor. After I pass you up, you come with that same vigor that you got right now. And we'll see what's going on. Lala D say, MZ, I think Maul might be able to win. I think he's more stable than I thought. Bringing up Jamal, the hit man. He does seem calm. Jose seems a little upset, and I can understand why they're not fighting for the belt. They fighting, I think, at a catch weight or something like that. And I understand him being upset. That's understandable. What's going on, bro? Glad you can come through.
Salute was going down.
Dude, just giving my thoughts about Shakur and rolling into the situation with Jamal and Jose Benavidez. Now,
yeah, I wanted to talk on Shakur a little bit.
Go ahead.
To me, like, he went out there and got the victory and stuff, but to me, that don't really impress me that much because he got the politics behind him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, going into the ninth round, the unofficial score had him up by 6 rounds. They had him 7-1. And Marlo had gave a couple of the early rounds to De Los Santos because Shakur wasn't really doing nothing. So it was already in the cards for Shakur to get a victory if he don't get knocked out or De Los Santos don't just straight dominate him in the fight. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that was like a regression type of fight. Like if you think about basketball, for example, we think about Kobe or Allen Iverson or something. We like the technical aspect of their games. Like Kobe had that footwork and shit. Everything was just meticulous. You know what I'm saying? He had them jumpers. He had that mid-range game. Let's say Kobe Bryant have a game where he shoot all threes. Like he go out there and shoot 20%, or he shoot maybe even 30% from three. He go out there and shoot 30 threes and make 9 of them, and his team wins. Is that a good game from Kobe? No. We don't get a chance to see all the shit that we know Kobe for. Shakur Stevenson is a technical type of fighter, and we didn't get a chance to see that shit. It was too basic. Like, if you think about the most technical thing a fighter can do in the ring, that's the counter punch, a motherfucker. It's cool to make a miss and show your defense, but we want to see you make a miss and make him pay. What impresses me is when I see a fighter make a man miss by an inch and come right back with something. Not somebody that jumped to the other side of the fucking ring because he got a feint shot his way. You can't counterpunch a man if you jump to the other side of the ring. You have, like, think about James Toney. One thing we love about James Toney was the counterpunching. He make you miss a right hand, he roll the right hand, come right back with a right hand because he right there still in range. One of my favorite moments from Devin Haney, one of his fights on the zone, he fought this guy. I want to say it was that Zaur Abdullayev. And no, it wasn't. I got to go back and find this guy's name. This dude had like 150 amateur fights. I got to find this guy. I can't think of his name right now. Okay. But he threw a right hand at Devin. Devin rolled a right hand, came back with the uppercut, and brought back the hook on his ass. You see what I'm saying? If Devin would have behaved like Shakur, he couldn't have counterpunched him like that. And one thing about Shakur, I'm gonna tell you right now, when he get back in the ring with an orthodox fighter again, we're gonna see the old Shakur again, because that's where he's comfortable. He's not comfortable fighting against southpaws. The last man to beat him was a southpaw. That was Robeisy Ramirez in the Olympics, and that's why Shakur won silver and was crying. Leading up to this fight, there was a rumor that a southpaw from Australia, Liam Paro, 56-8, and was he fought at the AIBA World Championships in Bulgaria. They said he dropped Shakur in sparring. I saw an interview where they asked Liam Paro about it, and he was like, I ain't gonna say nothing, you know, what happened in sparring, stay in sparring, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I can fight with the best of them. I belong on this level. So to me, that made me think he might have landed something on it. And that makes sense for me looking at Shakur coming into the fight kind of apprehensive, because he done already allegedly took a hard shot from a southpaw in sparring. Now he coming into a fight with a southpaw with power. He didn't want to engage with the man. He didn't want to do none of the shit that makes a special fighter, and that's making a man miss by an inch and coming right back with something. Instead, he was making a man miss by a mile. That was not an A-level type of performance. That was a B-level performance at best.
B-level?
Yeah.
I'll give him a C+.
I ain't mad at the C+. I mean, it was a basic type of approach. Like, when you look at a real special fighter, it's the counter punching. Like, we love Mayweather. Mayweather had great defense, awesome defense. But think about all the times where Mayweather countered over the top of the jab with the right hand, pulled counters and shit. Every time he rolled the right hand, came back with the right hand. I saw him fight against a southpaw, the southpaw that jumped up and hit him with the head, but Victor Ortiz.
Victor Ortiz.
That was the prettiest southpaw I ever seen somebody land in the 5th round of that fight. Victor Ortiz threw a jab from the southpaw stance, and Floyd Mayweather threw a right hand right underneath the jab, and it landed flush on the chin, and he made Victor Ortiz not even want to throw no punches for a while, because it was like, God damn, where that shit come from? That's what make, you know what I'm saying? That's what make a special fighter. But look, Floyd could also set up his own offense. He can go out there and set you up off the jab. He could throw the lead left hook. He could throw the lead right hand against southpaws. He was throwing combinations, all that kind of shit, especially a young Floyd. Now, we look at the old Floyd, okay, he go out there and win on points. But a young Floyd, pretty boy Floyd, was putting hands on dudes. That's what Shakur supposed to be doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is like the second time we done seen him in there with somebody with some power, because that's what he fought when he fought against Jeremiah Nakathila. And that was his second worst performance of his career against a man with some power. You know what I'm saying? And look, since that fight, we done seen Nakathila fight two up-and-coming phenomenal type of prospects. He fought against Raymond Muratalla, got destroyed in 2 rounds. He fought against Ernesto Mercado and got destroyed in 2 rounds. He go against Shakur, and Shakur trying to stay away from him the whole fight. Don't want to engage, don't want to counter punch, don't want to do nothing. I think that was kind of like an indictment on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying he's not a great fighter, because he is, but I'm just not sure if he's head and shoulders above his contemporaries like I thought he was. Like if he go off in there with Raymond Muratalla, who got a deep amateur background, or Ernesto Mercado, who got a deep amateur background, they might beat him. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking he was head and shoulders, but you know, it might be a lot closer than what I thought he was.
I can understand that. The last fight that he had, honestly, you know, I can understand a lot of people saying it brought his stock down. But if you saying that, you know, this is kind of the same reaction, you know, you starting to see a pattern when he faced fighters with power, then that might be something that we look at down the line when it's time for him to step in the ring with certain people that might have power and skills.
Yeah, think about him against Tank. Somebody that bring that southpaw style that he seems to not have mastered yet, even though he did do a good job against Jamel Herring. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? But last 2 southpaws that I can think of off the top of my head, he didn't just look the greatest. I mean, the last 3, 2 out of the 3. The one he looked good was Jamel Herring, and the 2 he didn't was Robeisy Ramirez and this De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? If he get off in there with Tank, and Tank got that power, do you think he really gonna want to engage with Tank? Tank, and look, Tank is a big enough name that the politics might be on his side. If he step to Shakur and Shakur don't want to engage with him, Tank can be getting them rounds in the bank just off aggression and the politics, having a big name. Tank is the A side if he fights against Shakur. I don't talk A side and B side, but just looking at the politics, Tank is the A side. Shakur is not going to be able to get no easy rounds in the bank like he did in his last fight. No rounds that he was winning early, I guarantee them rounds will go to Tank. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if he could beat Tank now, because I don't know. Like some fighters just don't like to get hit. Like I think a prerequisite for being a great fighter is that you have to be willing to get hit. Like we think about Sugar Ray Robinson as the greatest fighter of all time. A lot of people do. If you listen to the historians, they talk about they talk about Harry Greb. They got him at number 2, Sam Langford number 1. They have like Henry Armstrong number 3. They have Sugar Ray Robinson number 4. Shit like that. If one thing them fighters all have in common is that they don't mind getting hit. You know what I'm saying? And like you have to be able to put yourself in a path of danger for you to show your greatness. Because like I said, to show your greatness, you make a man miss by an inch. You don't make him miss by a mile and jump to the other side of the ring. You make him miss by an inch and you come right back with something. You know what I'm saying? Make him scared to even throw anything. Because every time he move his hand, he done got lit up with some counters. That's what make a great fighter.
Well, shoot, if I guess Terrence Crawford is considered a great fighter. He got good counter punching.
Yeah. And look, we done seen him against high-level southpaws. He fought against Felix Diaz, who was a former Olympic gold medalist, southpaw. Terrence Crawford went out there and toyed with the man. You know what I'm saying? We seen what he did against Earl Spence, another southpaw.
Too soon. Let's just.
I'm just saying he going out there and doing his thing against southpaws and orthodox fighters.
True.
It don't look no different against either one of them. You can't tell the difference, but with some other fighters, you can see a difference. And Shakur seems to be one of them.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. But yeah, we have to. I guess we just gotta sit back and see what his next production is. But I'm gonna make sure to take note if it's a orthodox fighter. I'm gonna take note on how well or how much he steps to that person. You know, and so I can see the difference because I really hadn't paid attention. You know, when you said Jamel Herring, I think back to that fight, and Herring was fighting, but I don't think Shakur was really too much worried about his power. Didn't they used to spar a lot?
Yeah, I think so. I think they come from like that same because you know Bomac was Jamel Herring's coach and shit, so I'm pretty sure they'd have probably been in the ring with each other before sparring.
Okay, and I'm thinking, you know, Shakur pretty much had the feel for that. He knew what he was going into, but like you said, David Santos can punch. You can tell he was shooting some hard shots throughout that fight. Shakur, like you said, just had him missing by a mile, which kept him from being able to counter or do anything other than keep moving, which would have been beautiful to see him letting his hands go after he made that man miss a few times. But we just didn't get that out of it. And shoot, I was sitting there saying, damn, Shakur, come on, man, you got to do better than this. You know, I've been screaming baby world beater and all kind of stuff. And he was content with winning it by points or just moving and every once in a while throw a punch and keep it moving. So yeah, I can say it was a disappointing fight. I do agree with everybody with that part saying it was a disappointing fight, but I'm not willing to ball him up and throw him in the trash and say he garbage. I'm not willing to do that, like most cats been doing.
I wouldn't do that either, but I have to reassess him a little bit, knock him down the peg. You know what I'm saying? Like I had him as, like I said, I had him head and shoulders above all his contemporaries for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to say that I gotta see now. At first I didn't. I feel like I already knew. Now I feel like I need to see. Like
like the playing field evened out.
Huh?
The playing field and evened out as far as him, David, and Tank, even Ryan.
But what I'm saying is some of them other guys that we don't talk about too. Like I said, Raymond Muratalla, he over there with Top Rank. Ernesto Mercado. I'm talking about youngsters that we don't talk about as much. They looking like they more in play now. Because at first I was thinking he'll probably just go out there and outbox Muratalla. But what I will say is Muratalla is orthodox. So he'll probably feel more comfortable, but Muratalla can punch. He got like 16 knockouts out of 19 wins or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Mercado. Mercado punching like a motherfucker. So I don't know how he gonna react to these guys that got skills and can punch. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
The only time will tell. And that ring is the truth teller, so we will see. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. What's going on, man? Glad you can come through. He said, salute. He also said Trey X preaching facts when you were speaking earlier. Lala D said Spence kept trying too. He never stopped running. I mean, he never started running. No, that's a different cloth that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, there was some times in the fight where he had to get his ass up out of there for a minute, though, and get his head together.
yeah. You know, that's only logical. That's only logical. You have to be foolish to stay in all that heat, and you're dizzy.
Hey, retreating is a part of war. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, retreating is a part of winning in war as well. It's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you definitely always gotta have your mind on winning.
Yeah, General Patton was good with that. He one of my favorite generals. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that shit to know I got a favorite general or nothing like that. I do like the old conquerors and Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great and Hannibal and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All those cats. You know what I'm saying? Something about war is intriguing to me. especially the old school war. That's some history. Because I was thinking, I remember when Xavier the boxing nerd had mentioned if I started reading, I read my books, the history stuff on boxing, that I would stop liking present boxing. But to be honest, it's a sport, and I can't not like the present. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening. I'm living it with them. So yeah, I still like my present boxing. I'm not gonna never stop liking it, no matter how much of the history I get up under me. I'm not gonna stop that. And that test, god dang. First of all, y'all hit me with the test that came out of nowhere. 70 questions. It started off, I'm like, oh, I'm rolling. My wife is, she's sitting at the table, she eating. I got the phone up under the table. I'm trying to answer questions and not look like I'm messing with the phone. I started off rolling pretty good. Then all of a sudden they threw me a curveball, and I was like, whoa. Whoa. Then I started paying a little more attention. I started getting some. I started feeling confident. Then they hit me with another body check. And then I missed like 4 in a row. God dang, that's when I was like, let me pause for a second. Let me pause and get my mind right, because stuff ain't happening like it's supposed to.
Hey, salute for hanging in there though and posting your results and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got the heart to do that kind of shit. They hit me with a few curveballs too. I was rocking and rolling. And then they started asking me a few questions about UK boxing history. And that was something I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah. I got a couple of those right. The one about Nigel Benn and what's his name?
Gerald McClellan and stuff like that. That's easy, but I'm talking about like Barry McGuigan and shit like that.
Right. It was a couple I can't remember right off the top of my head that I remember because I heard you speaking about them in the trivia, and I was like, oh, I know this one. And bam. Yeah. So I was like, okay, trivia night, help me out a little bit right here. I felt pretty good. When I saw that D, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I got an A. I was the only person to get an A so far. I got a 90. Gil Cole's got an 84, so he did good. D-Lo got an 86. He did good. It was somebody that got who the fuck got a C? Because it was somebody that got a 75. I can't think who the fuck that was. But everybody did pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? OG Ernest Davis, he didn't do so good, but I know he's still new to this.
Yeah, Big Bro was like, man. Big Bro felt like, I started off good, and then they started asking me that shit about that old stuff. I'm like, I don't know none of this.
Yeah, he said I started to cheat, but I didn't. So salute to him for keeping the integrity.
Yeah. You got that little man on the show. Go ahead and look it up. Go on.
I think Chris Rayner. Yeah, Chris Rayner got a C. That's who got that C.
When I saw the D, and then I saw Yasser said he got a D, I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad. I'm up there with Yasser, and Yasser pretty good on the pedigree scale.
Well, I mean, he pretty good. He a 3. Both of y'all, I think both of y'all some 3s. Yasser consider himself a casual though. So I don't think that's good for you to get the same score as Yasser. I mean, Yasser that's my boy. I fuck with him tough, but he's not like a straight boxing man. He's more of an MMA man. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their own prediction league over there and everything. He done won that shit like 4-5 times.
Say, man, let me be able to hang my little hat somewhere. So you know what I'm saying? Let me be on a little pride nail a little bit. Don't just strip it all away.
You know me, man. I gotta keep it 100, man. We gotta push and be better.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Oh man, let me make sure I say salute to Eric so he don't think I missed him. Hyphy in the house. Salute Hyphy.
Hyphy need to take the test too. He don't never want to participate nothing with his mark ass. Take the test, nigga. Let's see what your score looking like, and don't cheat.
Wow. You see, Tank look like he's the most complete right now out of the peers at 135. Speaking against Shakur. He say Trey, y'all calling the Benavidez Andre fight?
I was thinking about this shit. I mean, it's pretty good chance we probably will.
Okay. He say Eric all said he got a C. He got a C on the test.
Yeah. I think it was 2 C's, him and Chris Rayner.
Okay, so if he's starting it off this Saturday, my fight is Demetrius, and he gonna beat David in a lackluster fight. I bet 1,000 pull-ups on that.
I want to.
Know.
I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, I'm pulling for him too. But when the last time he fought?
I think it had been like 10 months, but before then it had been like a year or some shit. Like he ain't had a lot of activity.
Right.
And Benavidez done had more activity, but I just felt like I done seen this movie before. That's my problem. Like when you got the big tall pressure fighter that got a pretty good chin and throw a bunch of punches, and then he go against the decorated amateur, the big motherfucker win. Like if I think about I want to say Jerry Hurd. Jerry Hurd, he had like 40 amateur fights or some shit, maybe 50. I think he was like 28-22 or 28-12, something like that. Had a little bit of background, you know what I'm saying? But he was going out there beating people with deep amateur backgrounds. Like he fought against Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is 77-10. No, he's 75-12. 75-12. He national championship silver medalist. He had 3 on the scale. He was looking good against Hurd early, and then Hurd went out there and warmed down and got him out of there. So then we think about Ezra Landy Laura, 2005 AIBA World Championship, 5 on the pedigree scale of 5. He went out there and was doing pretty good against Hurd, but then Hurd warmed down and got a knockdown late, beat the motherfucker. We just saw Benavidez against Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is 97-20, national championship gold medalist and all that shit, 3.5. He had a pretty decent starting fight, and then he got wore down coming down the stretch by this big relentless pressure fighter with length. I done just seen this movie before too many times. I gotta go with Benavidez.
Okay, Benavidez.
Yeah, I'm going for Andre, though. I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, Boo Boo out there. Boo Boo seemed comfortable. I know a lot of people saying he giving them some strange energy, but to me, that's him. That's just him. I guess he having fun with it. But he gonna have to go out there, like you said, and deal with that pressure that Benavidez is gonna be coming with. We know he's gonna press forward. We know that. It's not like him not to, and unless Boo Boo put something on him that make him. But you know, I'm sitting on a rock and a hard spot because I like both fighters.
Man, but then Andre's style too. Like I fuck with Andre tough. I love his skills, but he one of them dudes. Like he could be the taller guy. Like I think he like 6 foot or maybe 6'1". I think 6 foot. Let's say he go off in the ring with somebody that's 5'10". He could potentially look shorter once they start fighting because he got so much knee flexion and he makes himself a smaller target to help with his defense. He going against David Benavidez, a motherfucker that's stand all the way up, stand straight up, no knee flexion hardly at all. So that means that he gonna be above Andre. Andre gonna be able to punch up at this guy. Benavidez gonna be punching down at him with gravity assisted ass punches. I just think the stylistic matchup ain't that good. I heard Andre basically admit that he ain't never seen nobody quite like Benavidez. He said he done seen some guys with some hand speed. He said he done seen some guys that was big, like, you know, got the size, but they didn't throw a lot of fast punches. Those were his words. This is his first time seeing somebody that's big as hell and throw a lot of fast punches. So this with his extensive amateur background, even though they say he got over 300 amateur fights, I saw that I think I saw 250-16 amateur record. I got to go back and check again, but I think it's 250-16. Motherfucker won like 4 national championships, AIBA World Championship gold medalist, silver medal at the Pan American Games. I hate to go against my guy. I've been pulling for Andre and talking shit for him for years, but I just think this is a bad spot. He's 2 weight classes above his prime fighting weight, which was 154. Getting up there in age, he's 35. The politics are behind Benavidez. They want him to win. It's just a bad spot for Andre. But I will say this. I like the fact that that Jamal Charlo is on his fucking undercard. All that shit he been talking, and he fighting on that man undercard, and they were acting like they didn't know who Andre was. And then when they finally fighting on the same card, he on his fucking undercard, nigga. Yeah, so all the Charlo fans eat that shit. And at the same time, the Canelo fans can shut up too, because he fighting who y'all boys scared to fight, or he appear to be scared to fight. He ain't quick to jump in the ring with the Mexican monster. Andre getting out there with her. So salute to Andre. You on mute if you're talking, OG.
Yeah, cause Canelo is going behind that. He don't want to fight another he won't fight another Spanish person.
Yeah.
Am I saying that politically correct?
Yeah, so he done fought him in the past and shit too. So it ain't like he been like this the whole time.
No, he just came up with that a few years ago. Andre can move though. He athletic. David still have question about his feet. That might play to Andre's advantage.
It will early. Andre will probably look good early. Be out there boxing and moving and hitting him with all kind of slick looking shit. But it's a 12-round fight. And Andre has shown, the ability to slow down later in fights. Because he got awesome knee flexion. It's like, imagine doing wall sits for fucking 12 rounds. Imagine how your legs will feel. People fight standing straight up because it's more comfortable. Like over the course of time, that lactic acid build up in your legs and shit. You go from a motorcycle to a bicycle down to a tricycle as the fight goes, and then that guy start catching up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about fighting on big ass pressure fighters, man, they make you engage more than you normally would. Like, if you in a fight where let's say it's a small difference. Let's say in a round you engage 15 times, but then you fight this motherfucker, he make you engage 20 times. Now that's not a major difference, but over the course of 12 rounds, he made you engage 60 more times than you normally would. That's enough to chip away at your motherfucking ass. That's why that style is so hard. And some of the best of them went down to that style. I always bring up Willie Pep fighting against I can't think of my man's name. Sandy Saddler. Motherfucker Willie Pep, one of the best, greatest of all time. Damn near 300 fights, winning all kind of championships. Fought Sugar Ray Robinson in the amateurs. One of the greatest. But when he fought against Sandy Saddler, he lost 3 out of 4 times to that big motherfucker with them long arms, bringing that pressure and throwing all them punches and shit. That's a hard style to beat, man. And I done been in the ring with that shit too. I done seen it up close firsthand, so I know how it go. You know what I'm saying? Word business. That shit hard when you got that big motherfucker with a good gas tank that just keep coming, throwing a bunch of punches. You can't get away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some times we just, man, you know what? We just about to fight right now. I'm about to put my foot in the dirt, and we just gonna have a scrap right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got me fucked up. and that might work good for you. Like if you think about Sebastian Fundora when he fought against Erickson Lubin, he was putting that pressure on Lubin, man, putting all kind of shots on Lubin. And then Lubin said, "Man, fuck this. We about to fight right now." And he actually got a knockdown on Sebastian Fundora late in that fight. I think it was
a knee.
Yeah, he hit him with like a loop of left hand, came back with the hook. It was like the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? But Sebastian got right back on his ass and beat him. Like that big, tall pressure fighter, man, I'm telling y'all, that's hard, man.
Well, we do know David do push forward all the time. And he let his hands go. You can't accuse him of not doing that. He will let his hands go. Almond Brown in the house. What's up, sis? What's going on?
What's up with it? What's going down?
Joseph Brown just popped in. He say salute.
Salute. All rise. for the Honorable Judge Joe Brown. What's up, bro? We need a test scope from your ass too, by the way.
Yeah, cause I was hiding at work trying to answer this shit. Give me some shine. You got it, player. You got it. Man, if Andre could just hit David with something to make David respect him, I think he stand a better chance. But if he don't hit David to make him respect him, he gonna have a long night. He gonna have to really work for a win. And David not gonna just give it to him. David gonna keep on coming like he did Caleb Plant. He just kept coming, just kept moving forward, And then Caleb just couldn't keep giving up ground. You know, his gas tank started tripping and he started getting clocked. I don't want to see that for Andre. Go ahead, my bad.
And David don't give a damn about getting hit either. So he coming. He gonna make you fight. You know what I'm saying? But you're right, though. I agree. Andre need to go out there and set him straight early. Go out there and put some hard shots. Think about Andre Ward when he fought against Kovalev in a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
The very first round, he put a right hand right on his chin to let him know, yeah, this is what's happening tonight. All that coming downhill shit like you did in the first fight, nah, we ain't doing none of that tonight. This is a different situation. You ain't no lion. Your ass got demoted tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm the lion, bitch. That's how Andre gonna have to be. Gonna have to go out there and put something early. Put his ass on defense in the first round instead of letting him build up that momentum and come down field on it. Come down heel on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs. That's the matter of fact, that's the fight he needs to study. He needs to go look at Andre Ward versus Kovalev, the first fight, because it's a similar situation. You got the decorated amateur going against the big monster, even though Kovalev was a decorated amateur too. He was 192-20 over there fighting in that part of the world and shit, the Eastern European shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like that big motherfucker with the power and all this kind of stuff, a monstrous type of fighter. And look how Andre Ward dealt with that situation. That's what Andre, the mentality he need to bring. And he need to leave all kindness at home. Once they get in the clinch, you need to be willing to be dirty, whatever he needs to do, get physical with him, put his forearm elbows in his neck, make him feel them sharp ass elbows. You know what I'm saying? Hit him on the hip flexors in close, whatever you need to do to inflict pain and punishment on this man and keep that intensity for the duration of the fight, and he'll have action at winning. We'll see if he can do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna have to do. If the whole point, like you said, putting it on him, if he don't make David respect him early, it's gonna be hard to make him respect him late. I don't see no traps being set or anything like that for the way David fights. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he in reach, he gonna throw punches. I've seen him even kind of reach a little bit throwing his punches. But once he feel like he close to you, he gonna let his hands go in order to not let you be able to do anything. That's what I see out of it. And I listen to him say that every time he go in the ring, he trying to make sure that he make you know that you're dealing with him, because they called him the fat kid when he was little. I feel like he got a little animosity. But Andre gonna have to let that like how you doing in the press conference and stuff. You know, I know you chill and all that, but once you get in that ring, yeah, you got to come in. You got to come in there with that killer mind. You got to, because this your first fight. This ain't the rematch or nothing like that. So you got to go out there with a plan that's gonna go ahead and make this man say, "Oh shit, okay, I can't do this like that," because he coming with something. You got to make him do that. If you don't make him do that, man, it's gonna be hard to win. Especially when you're saying he got the politics behind him. It's gonna be hard to win. He's gonna have to dig deep. I want to see Andre do a good thing. I want to see him go ahead and do his thing. He's gonna have to set it tight.
Yeah, that's one of our greatest amateurs we done had. He is the greatest amateur to come out of Rhode Island. You know what I'm saying? I know that people might not think that's saying too much. They done had a few good amateurs come out that region. I mean, I fuck with Andre. He ain't trying to be nobody but himself. He goofy as fuck. He kind of weird. He strange as hell, but that's him. And he ain't trying to be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like when I look at him, I try to decide in my mind, do I see triumph or do I see tragedy? And I think I see tragedy. You know, just looking at the way his career done been, he one of the most underachieving, potentially great fighters that we done ever seen. Like, imagine if we got the chance to see him in them big fights over the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Just the last 10 years. I mean, he could be looked at totally different. And I'm afraid that the opportunity that he gets, which is Benavidez, is putting him in a position where we never gonna get a chance to see him in that light. We're gonna see him more as a tragedy. I hate to say that, but that's what I see.
Joseph Brown say Andre needs to set traps with the straight left while David is coming in and turn David. Use angles will make David reset. But does Andre have the legs and athleticism to do it at 35 years of age?
Yeah, and the problem is Andre is not a true southpaw. He's converted. You can look at him and tell that he's not really left-handed. Whenever you see fighters that southpaw and they don't throw a lot of straight lefts, they throw a lot of looping shots. That's because they converted southpaws. You know what I'm saying? Even with like Shakur Stevenson, I don't see him throwing a lot of pretty straight left hands. I see him loop the left hand more than anything, and that's the same thing I see from Andre. And whenever I do see Andre throwing straight left hands, they arm punches. I don't see him getting body weight behind them punches. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he's a converted southpaw, and I definitely see that.
Well, arm punches don't really hurt that bad. You can't set no trap with an arm punch.
No, the arm punches don't hurt that bad, man. I wish his pops or whoever trained him would have just trained him as an orthodox fighter from the beginning. I think he would have got more opportunities because people like the managers and shit like to steer their fighters away from southpaws overall. Just like in the tradition, in the history of boxing, southpaws don't get as many opportunities. So I wish he would have just been an orthodox fighter. Most fighters that he fighting against gonna be orthodox, so that's gonna open up his offense a lot more. He like to do certain shit like pull counters and stuff, but when he being a southpaw doing that against an orthodox fighter can get you in trouble. It done already got him in trouble. Hell, he fought this guy named Leon Williams and got dropped in the fight, trying to pull a counter with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Being a southpaw going against an orthodox fighter. I think he just would have been a better fighter if he was just orthodox.
Dang, that's saying a lot. Well, the fight is Saturday, right?
Yeah. Live on pay-per-view.
Man, it's it's only a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time before we see what the truth is or what D gonna be able to do. Because this is, to me, this is a defining moment in his career because of the gaps, the situations with who was it that was trying to promote him, messed off that fight?
Eddie Hearn?
No, Rock Nation.
Yeah.
When they put their hands in it and messed it up, you know, he done had a lot of downs. This is a chance to beat a fighter that's on a wave right now. He on a win streak. His popularity is growing. This would be the perfect time for him. If he got it in him to dig down deep and pull this win off, I think it could reignite him at least enough where he can salvage a lot more out of his career. Because I think this, if he loses, people won't be so hard on him, but because of those breaks in his career, I think it'll slow it down a little more. I don't know how fast he'll be able to get another name that people will be like, okay, let's see what happens.
I think it depends on how he lose too. If you go out there and just get blown out, that's gonna be bad. But if you go out there and fight like a man and make it a war, he'll get some respect either way, win or lose.
Making it a war, yeah, that. But you're right. We're gonna have to see which end of the which side of the line he fall on. Performance. Go ahead.
Well, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off, man.
Nah, you good.
Sometimes when you be talking, like I can tell you will give me a little break to jump in there, and if I don't take it, you'll go ahead and move on to something else. So sometimes I be thinking I hear the timing that you want me maybe to jump in, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the timing don't be right. and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I notice when I be talking sometimes, I have a pause and then I pick back up. That's me.
But I was gonna say, we got to see what your boy Charlo gonna do too, coming off a 29-month layoff.
Oh,
And we supposed to go out there and pick this motherfucker coming off a 29-month layoff, man.
I wish y'all could see me because I'm shaking my head about to break my neck. No.
29 months.
All I can do is say, man, I hope this dude can come out there and do something, but it's hard for me to say I'm gonna pick him to win. It's just hard for me to do that. Come on now. Have we not learned? This man been out the ring almost 2 years.
That's over 2 years, nigga. 2 years is 24 months. This nigga been out 29 months.
Oh.
He done been out going on 2.5 years.
Only thing you can say is he gonna be fresh.
Yeah.
But come on, you can't expect I can't expect him to have his timing on. I can't expect his timing to be there. Ain't no telling what his hand speed gonna be like, if he gonna be on defense fast enough. It's a lot of questions, gaping hole questions that need to be answered. I'm not even trying to think about his mental, because he seemed to be calm, cool, and collected. But I'm talking about his he ain't been doing it. He just ain't been doing it. You know, ain't no cold basketball player. Michael Jordan took a break, came back. You seen he wasn't Mike when he had to go get some practice and shit. Got his ass kicked out the playoffs when he came back from playing from that first retirement. This man been out. Come on, man. I don't know nothing. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna be done for 2.5 years and come back and just be like, I'm ready. No, I don't know. But it's also a matter of what Jose gonna bring to the table too, because when he fought Danny Garcia, I really didn't see nothing to make me say, oh man, he gonna bring it.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and take Charlo, because I feel like Benavidez is here to lose. They bringing him in. I can't even call this a tune-up fight. Hell, a car need a tune-up. That's not. I mean, that just seemed like a little, something minor. But if a car been sitting around for a long time, it could potentially need more than a goddamn tune-up. This like a get your feet wet type fight. You done been out the ring for damn near 3 years. I just feel like this is a fight. They trying to ease him back in there, and they did the same thing with Benavidez, like you said, against Danny Garcia. So I think they're trying to do the same thing with Charlo. Because Danny Garcia was coming off a long layoff as well. So that seems like that's Benavidez's role. Fighters coming off a long layoff, storming there with Benavidez. He a cripple. He only got one leg because he got shot in the knee. Your guy should be okay.
Whew. Still though, that layoff, man, it's just like we've been taking losses, L's like a mug with those layoffs. I'm kind of like gunshot.
Yeah, we got a few layoff fights though. We got Sergey Lipinets versus Michel Rivera. Lipinets ain't fought in 15 months, and Rivera ain't fought in like 11 months. We got Shojahan Ergashev versus Subriya Matias. Ergashev ain't fought in like 15 months. Matias ain't fought in like 11 months, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a few situations where we got to juggle the layoffs.
Man, let me jump in the chat because I've been missing everything. Demetrius and Secure clearly converted southpaws from hyphy. Then he said, speaking of arm punches, Robertson Conceição last Thursday night.
I can't even call that shit arm punches. That shit were raggedy punches. Ugly punches. I think he need to retire punches.
Dang.
I really do, because his balance and shit look bad. It looked like he got some neurological damage to me.
I heard you saying that when they was fighting, after the fight.
I done seen it in several fights too. So I would like to see him retire while his health is at least at least he's still able to move around and live life.
I can agree with that. Don't want to see a fighter just go out there and just can't do it no more.
And they already got the deep amateur background, 420 fights. So he got a lot of wear and tear on his body. And then in the pros, he done been in some wars, at least 2 of them. Against Shakur, he got the hell beat out of him, and he fresh out of war against Navarrete. That's a lot of wear and tear this guy done went through. I would like to see him retire with his health on point.
Here. Joseph Brown say this is first big fight, and it's at 35, and he in a lose-lose. I hope he understands it's now or never for him and give the performance of his life and win.
I think he means 68. If we talking about Andre, who you talking about at 35?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he meant
65.
68.
Yeah, Lala D say his dad didn't want to train both orthodox and southpaw, so he made Andre fight southpaw. He's speaking on his conversion.
Yeah, but that still go against the conventional thinking with the old school. The rule is you can take a southpaw and convert him into orthodox, like Miguel Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya, but you don't go the other way. You don't take an orthodox fighter and convert him into southpaw because it takes away opportunities because he's going to get avoided. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they don't really talk about this, but I like orthodox on orthodox. That's the most common matchup. You got the lanes wide open, you know what I'm saying? Because the stances mirror each other. I like that shit. It's a lot better to be prepared for what you see that all the time. And then you can get your skills together for the southpaw. But when I see southpaw versus southpaw, that shit there be kind of wild. Like I always see the unexpected. I ain't gonna say always, but a lot of the time I see the unexpected when I see southpaw on southpaw. So I would rather try to keep my fighter out that situation. Southpaw on southpaw, nah, fuck that. Because you might get clipped with something, or in Shakur case, you might be scared to engage because you done had trouble with this style. Earl Spence against Crawford, you might get the hell beat out you because you ain't ready for it. You've been getting your ass whooped by Serg Sepiev and Andre Zamkovoy in the southpaw. In the amateurs already, they southpaws. So you get your ass beat because you're on that southpaw on southpaw. I would never want to put my fighter unnecessarily in a southpaw versus southpaw potential type of matchup. Fuck that. And guess what? David Benavidez, he switched southpaw sometime too, so that might come into play in this fight. We'll see.
I didn't really realize that. Let me think. Do I remember seeing him do that? Coming forward.
Who, Benavidez?
I'm thinking about how because I know he like to throw that left hand, that straight left while he's coming forward. I'm trying to remember, have I seen him just throw the straight right coming forward?
Yeah, I haven't seen him southpaw and orthodox. Most of the time he's been orthodox, especially lately. But I have seen him use both stance.
Okay. Joseph Brown say, Lala D, he fighting Pride of Rhode Island. He needs to channel that faith you have in him and get to get this dub. It's gonna be hard for D to do it, man, but he can do it. But like I said, he got to make David respect him early. He can't. If he don't make him respect him early, it's gonna be hard to make him respect him late because then it's too late. Like you said, he done built up that downhill thing. His confidence is popping in. Oh, he's saying age 35. So, he already feeling good about beating Plant. He done beat the dog. He as far as names, he building his little resume up. He got people, he got the names, he got the money behind him. He got Mike Tyson endorsing his nickname, people catching on to the train. I'm telling you, this could be a great upset. It would be an upset. because I'm pretty sure people was thinking David gonna beat Demetrius Andrade. They might not be saying it, but I think people really is leaning toward David to beat Demetrius Andrade for the simple reason David haven't had any problems really in the fight in a while.
Yeah, I about to say I think he got a split decision victory. So he done been in there with somebody that was fighting back. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a reason that they say a good big man beats a good little man.
Every time.
That shit. Yeah, that well, maybe not every time.
You know what I'm saying? They say that every time.
Yeah, I mean it's a reason because we done had some matchups in the past where a good big man beats a good little man. And I'm afraid that this is what we got once again. Like I say, I feel like I done seen this movie before. Like I had Andrade on my Chan Ross picks this week. I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna be defiant. And I felt like I saw D-Lo being number one on the Chan Ross. That felt like a sign. Like, you know what? Let's lock in with D-Lo, take Andrade. But when I got to just thinking about it, I was just like, no, I can't do it. I got to take this motherfucker Benavidez, man.
I'm not gonna get my Champ Ross picks yet.
Got to go against my scale.
Man,
I went against my scale last week and lost. I went against my scale last week and lost on the Champ Ross. I took Denzel Bentley, who ain't got no amateur background, over Nathan Heaney, who was 58-32. Like a dumbass. The odds were so wide for Bentley. The odds makers had me thinking I was tripping. I was like, man, my pedigree scale say take Nathan Heaney. But the odds maker said that Nathan Heaney is an 8-1 underdog, a 9-1 underdog. I said, I'm tripping like that. The man got 90 amateur fights. He was 58-32. He did take a break from boxing and he came back to it. That's why he a little bit older. He like 34. But I'm like, man, the pedigree scale say I'm supposed to take Nathan Heaney. But I say, well, you know, Denzel Bentley, he does have a 4th round knockout over Mark Heffron. And Mark Heffron is a senior ABA champion over there in the UK. So maybe I need to, you know, Bentley don't have the background, but he does have a knockout victory over somebody who does have the background. So maybe I should elevate Bentley. Fuck that shit, nigga. Go with your scale. You nigga, I took 17 points off the board. That would have put me in 3rd. I would be in 4th place overall right now. That one mistake cost me from being in 4th place. With action that winning the whole thing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, just them seeing my name up there is gonna make them quake in their boots. I'm telling you, just seeing my name up there will make them nervous, man. I'm telling you. I'm so mad at myself about that shit, man, because I could have made a statement and I would have been in the hen house. You know what I'm saying?
Go and make them nervous so I can make some moves. You like the fullback. I'm coming in behind you real smooth, like.
Well, come on with it. You in 21st place?
I think so.
Yeah, put your foot in the dirt and cut up field, man.
I'm doing some dirt. What we got here? Off topic. Normally, I like Bill Haney, but why is the man beefing with Shakur? It's the perfect opportunity, in my opinion, for Devin, Bill, Tank. This is the perfect opportunity. If there was one laid out to attack Shakur, this would be the time right now. He coming off that bad performance. Who can't throw rocks at him? They all can. If they choose to, this is the perfect time to do it. Where the crowd, the fans won't even really come to Shakur's defense because they're gonna be like, dude, you stunk it up. So right now, he whatever comes at him, he gonna have to just have thick skin to deal with it.
Yeah, and plus Bill Haney just one of the fathers that have a personality that wants some attention. That we kind of see from time to time, like Angel Garcia, Ruben Guerrero, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm used to seeing that. Even Floyd Mayweather Sr. to a certain degree, he like to get a little bit of attention, talk shit to Conor McGregor and tell McGregor he'll whoop him his motherfucking self and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just come along with the game from time to time. Them outspoken fathers that want the spotlight to themselves a little bit.
They got to flutter they peacock tails for a minute. That's all.
Yeah.
Joseph Brown said, Jose been more active, but Charlo, we have no idea what we're getting from him. You right on that, bro. It's a big giant question mark on everything.
Yeah. I don't like them variables either. I
They
ain't
horrible.
bullshit. Yeah.
They are horrible. Just sitting down trying to think of what could happen is just that. You're just trying to think of it. You don't know what this man is about to bring to the table. He could surprise us and end up showing up like he did against Julian Williams. It could be one of those where it only take one. I mean, did I say Julian? J-Rock? Is that the right name?
That's who we knocked out at 154.
Yeah, Julie. Okay, I thought I said his name wrong once I started thinking about it.
That Charlo don't exist no more though.
They
That
might have
Charlo-
found him. Roy
Huh?
might have found him.
No, that was smack dab in the middle of his prime. He had 154 at that time, a fucking tank monster at 154. You know what I'm saying? So I just think I don't think that guy exists no more. He ain't looked like that since. When the last time you seen him look the way he looked against J-Rock? Yeah,
Never.
you ain't, huh?
Never, just that one time.
I mean, he looked good against Derevyanchenko. I give him his props on that, but it wasn't that same type of performance that he had against J-Rock, even though J-Rock was still winning rounds. But he countered his ass with that uppercut real smooth.
Man, wasn't it? He caught it with the right hand, then followed with a right hand uppercut. That was just nice.
Yeah, it was, but we ain't seen that shit since. He been out there going to war with fighters that we think he gonna blow out. And then the same fighter that he go to war against, I can't think of his name, he go out there with that southpaw with all that power. Damn, what the fuck is that dude now? I can't think of his name. Carlos Adames. And he go out there and get his ass destroyed in like 2 rounds fucking with Adames. But the dude that got destroyed, he went out there and gave Charlo hell. So I don't think that Charlo exists no more that fought J-Rock.
See, Mateus fought in March. I was at that fight, Joseph Brown. Lala D said Rivera lost to Frank Martin and then Pop Dirty. He's the one they called Ali. He called himself Ali. No one was calling him that. He was trying to make that moniker stick with the haircut and everything, thinking that he looked like the GOAT.
Yeah,
Rod X. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he looked more like Trinidad with an Ali hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? He was only 17-3 as an amateur, so he didn't have that deep background. I think he was like one of the overrated prospects. He went out there and lost to Frank Martin. One of the judges had the 120 to 109 or something like that. Motherfucker went out there and lost every round. He going against Sergey Lipinets. Lipinets was like 35-5. He was winning national championships over there in Moscow. He done got destroyed in the ring when he fought against Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Boots Ennis will beat the hell out of Michelle Rivera too. Don't make no mistake about that. Lipinets will beat the hell. I mean, not Lipinets, but Ron Ennis. He'll beat the brakes off of Rivera all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna hold that against Lipinets. Lipinets done fought tough when he fought against Mikey Garcia. People didn't think he was gonna come like that. His last fight, he went out there and fought Omar Figueroa and stopped this motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? They got Michelle Rivera as the favorite, but I think Lipinets definitely got action. Yeah, but it's real close. When I saw the odds, they was -115 to -110. That's the exact same odds that they had for Emma Kozin versus Hannah Rankin last week. And I lost that shit on the Champ Ross too, because I picked Hannah Rankin. She was a slight underdog, but I thought since they had it at home, she might get a chance to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it was a split decision, so it was a close fight, and they got them same odds for Lipinets versus Michelle Rivera.
Man, I don't know. Rivera cycling off now. You know, he might not be that dude that he usually put him out in the ring as. I don't know what that's going what that might play a part. I don't know how those things that they take really affect them. I don't know too much about it, but from what I understand, when they be coming off of it, they ain't got it in them no more. They be different fighters.
Well, they don't take it for no reason. That's for damn sure. And Lipinets is one of them truth tellers. One of my best picks that I ever made on YouTube was when he fought against Lamont Peterson. Everybody was taking Peterson. Everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. I said, man, I'm taking this motherfucker Lipinets. Lipinets is a truth teller. He gonna find out the truth about you. And Peterson, after he got destroyed by Earl Spence, he had one foot in the graveyard and the other foot on the banana peel. And I felt like that motherfucker Lipinets would escort him into that grave. And that's exactly what he did. Lipinets is gonna come find out about you and see who you are. That's what he does. That's who he is. There's no punk in this man. And he happens to have the deeper amateur background in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like talking too much. I think that the Chad Ross really kind of hurt me when it comes to talking boxing on YouTube because I don't be wanting to talk too much and give up all my shit. But I think I like Lipinets in this fight.
Yeah. I feel you on that one. Oh, Rod X, what's up, man? He in the house. He said, what's up, my people?
Salute, nigga. We still ain't got no test scores, though. We need that test score.
Yeah, I put my D up. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see where you at.
And don't Google. Restart, none of that stuff. Joseph Brown said MZ trying to make one of those nasty Barry Sanders cuts. Yeah, you know what's in the making. I'm about to cut up here. We're getting close to the end. It's time for me to start, stiff arming some folks.
I'm so pissed because I should have ran away with that shit this season. I'm talking about I done made one mistake every week that had kept me from at least placing. And I could have been in first place a lot of those weeks and got the extra 10 points that come with the bonus. I could be in first place right now, man. I just been going out there being a loser and coming up short when it comes to the tough decisions. When it comes to the routine shit, I'm all day on that. But then when I come down to the tough spots, I've been coming up short. If I could clean that shit up, man, I might come down the stretch and make it tough on these motherfuckers.
All you gotta do is make them nervous. That's all I need to go down. He's Rod X. What kind of test is it?
It's just a general boxing knowledge test. You got some easy shit, and you got some little bit more challenging stuff. Everybody taking the test. See where you at. I made an A. We done had a few B's. We done had a few C's. We had a few D's. Had one F. Let's see where you at in the pecking order.
Yeah, let's see where you at. Joseph Brown say I take Lipinets. Hyphy say though Rivera is Cuban and Dominican, he doesn't have the amateur background as he had about 30 amateur fights.
I thought he had 32. I saw 17-3.
Hyphy, okay, what he's got here. Chance left 140 because he was scared of his then IBF mandatory Lipinets. That says a lot.
Hell no.
Hyphy found a way. Oh, she talking to Hyphy on that one. So, yeah. Where were we? Charlo. I don't know. He ain't look. You're right. He haven't looked like the dude that beat up, knocked out J-Rock. He did have that hard fight with that Spanish dude. Was he Mexican?
Well, yeah, he had 3 names. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, that dude just brought it to the table on Charlo.
And stood right in front of him, too.
I don't know. Benavidez is coming up. Charlo is already up there. I don't know. Is his gas tank going to be still there? Is he going to still have that strong jab? Is he going to still be defensive but still coming with hard punches, going to the body? Are we going to see that? I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to fathom that.
We're going to see. But they definitely brought Benavidez in to lose. So I'm just going to ride with the game plan of the network, roll with the politics and all that shit, and take Charlo. A good fight to look out for though is that Shojan Ergashev versus Subriel Matias. That might be the best fight of the weekend. Matias is the type of fighter that ain't never in a bad fight. He's always in good fights. That's also something that you can say about Andrade. I don't give a damn what people say about that man. That man is always in good fights. It's gonna be some gloves laid up upside your head. That man ain't about to just get out there and box and move the whole night. He is gonna put some shots on you. But Matias, man, he got so much confidence in his chin. His defense is pretty much non-existent. You can hit him as much as you want to. He already took a loss to a guy named Petros Ananyan, who was 220-60 as an amateur. He just got a pretty big win fairly recently, too. He beat this guy. I think Hyphy said he out of California, this real big power puncher motherfucker. Ananyan went out there and got the upset over him, you know what I'm saying? So salute to him. But Matias did get the revenge over Ananyan in the rematch, and he got the victory. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen some vulnerability from him. He fought this guy, his last name was Jukumbayev. That motherfucker was a southpaw, and he was putting all kind of shots on Matias. I'm talking about he couldn't miss the left hand. He just Matias, he just so tough, and he was able to take the shots. But this the thing, the guy that he fighting this weekend, Ergashev, he like Jukumbayev times 2, because he's bigger and stronger than Jukumbayev. And his left hand is more educated. You know what I'm saying? And he will come back with the hook too. Like his main punch is that left hand, but he will come back with the hook. And his placement on the left hand is just outstanding because he mixed it up upstairs and downstairs. Think about when Salido fought against Lomachenko and he was mixing that looping right hand upstairs and downstairs and confusing Lomachenko with that shit. That's how Ergashev is. He make you make a decision. Or is this left hand gonna go to the head, or is it gonna go to the stomach? If you guess wrong, you might end up in a world of pain. He going to your liver. He is one of the rare southpaws that stop people with body punches. Most of the time, when you see the great body punches, they be orthodox fighters. This dude is putting that looping left hand on your liver, and if he don't go to the liver and he goes to the head, that ain't good either. I'm telling you, he got out of 23 wins, he got 20 knockouts. You see what I'm saying? So he throwing with power. He coming off a 15-month layoff. He got over 250 amateur fights. I think he come from Uzbekistan. He was on the national team. He done fought in some international competitions and shit. Subriel Matias, he was 80-20. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't on the same level as Ergashev when it comes to the pedigree. Matias is a pretty decent favorite though. I saw him at like minus 380, and I think I saw Ergashev for like plus 220. It might be a spot we might have to bet a little money, man. They might have to just get a little bit of our money. I've been kind of laying low a little bit because we had that bad weekend of football, so I've been kind of licking my wounds and getting my mind right again, so I can come back with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we might have to get out there on that one, man.
Shoot, you know me, I'm game. Always
that Nikita Zoo fight this tomorrow too. It might be in the morning. It's in Australia. I already dropped a bet on that shit. I wasn't even gonna say nothing to you about it because it's a chance that this shit gonna be wrong. Because because the politics is with Nikita Zoo. But he fighting somebody that got 88 amateur fights and fought in the international level in that Dylan Briggs guy. And that Dylan Briggs guy, he punching like a motherfucker. He hurting dudes. He got 10 wins, 7 knockouts. So he got a little power. He looked like he got a little bit more polished than Nikita Zoo. Nikita Zoo, he like to be slick and smooth. He tried to fight like us. He want to get out there and shoot them feints and shit and be slick, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of stuff. But you can tell that like it's something missing. Like he ain't really just got it down the way he's supposed to because he be getting hit with some shots that he probably shouldn't get hit with. If he get hit with something from this Biggs dude, it could be problems. So I said, fuck it, I'm taking them odds, man.
Briggs.
Yeah. Dylan Biggs against Nikita Zoo.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if Zoo knock his ass out, but I'm taking a shot.
I have been warned. I'm with you on that. High people speaking about that fight with Matisse earlier, and I missed the comment. But Joseph Brown said Matisse is a very that's not the comment.
I'm Matisse.
Matias. Oh, he said Matias is his dark horse at 140. Tough out for anybody. He's a monster. Then he said he's very flat-footed. And Matias, what did he say? What? Conditioning. Okay, his conditioning is what helped him. I kept missing the damn letter. His conditioning is what helped him recover as well as he does. But shoot, if he eating punches and this dude can punch and got real good placement, I don't know. Conditioning, you can only get your bell rung so many times before you just can't keep taking those punches like that. We see fighters always, those fighters like that, they always break down. And we usually see it happen all the time. We seen who we were talking about earlier, the big dude that always just wore you down.
Hurt.
Yeah, because he ate punches like they was candy.
Yeah, that's how Matias is, man. He ain't gonna. You right. He ain't gonna be able to keep walking through all these punches like this, man. I'm telling you, go back and check out some of them old fights of Matias. His defense ain't worth a fuck. He just walking through punches. He ain't gonna keep on walking through them punches like a Sunday stroll at the park, man. These are grown men hitting this dude, and his competition is improving. It's going up. He got a 4 he going against. As a matter of fact, he fight against a bona fide 4 this weekend. Let's see if he can walk through these shots. Let's see if he can walk through them.
Yeah, that's you know, I'm listening to how you was breaking him down, saying he got an educated punch with it. Then he going to the liver and stuff. Come on, man. You gotta have some defense. You just can't walk through all that, especially if this man got any kind of movement. Joseph Brown said Matias is flat-footed. So if this man got any kind of movement, that could make it hard for Matias.
Oh, he's slick. He can get out. He fight on the outside for the most part, but he'll walk into some bad shit. And if he feel like he got something on you, he'll lead off too. You don't mind taking the lead. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it sounds like to me he been training in America, because I saw him sparring and I heard a black voice in the background talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Giving him instructions and shit. So it to me, it looked like he got some of that American seasoning going on in his game. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a tough spot for old Matias, man. He's a sizable favorite. Don't get me wrong. He almost like a 4-1 favorite. I think it's minus 380 or something like that. So the odds makers agree that they feel like Matias gonna win or whatever. But shit, I like to prove the odds makers wrong from time to time, and I think that Ergashev got action at the very least.
Well, shoot, I'm just going about what I heard based on, and it sound like something that can be done with. Cook just for a second. I got to call back up to my store. They got something going on.
All right, this motherfucker just gonna leave me out to dry.
I'll be right back, man. Please.
We ain't got no comments to read or nothing. Well, let me get my other phone, man, just in case somebody do leave a comment. It ain't like I can't talk boxing for days. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even had my other phone on, y'all. So let me find the stream real quick so I can see if y'all make a comment. This is definitely a big weekend of boxing, though. I can't wait for this shit. Yeah. Hypey say, who wins a fantasy fight between Subriel Matias versus Ruslan Provodnikov at 140? I'm taking Matias all day. Salute to Ruslan Provodnikov, because he was tough as nails. He gonna come throw a bunch of punches, and he definitely gonna make it a fight. But yeah, I'm riding with Matias. I think he got the chin to take that shit that Provodnikov coming with, and I think Matias got more power. Joseph Brown said Matias has killed a man. Let's see if homeboy can make it through his punches. Yeah, I know Matias done killed the motherfucker and all that kind of stuff, man. But this Ergashev looked pretty good to me, man. I've been studying the fight. I like how he gets a lot of his stoppages by body shot stoppages. Like we could see tough fighters, like y'all remember Brandon Rios was tough as a motherfucker. I'm talking about Brandon Rios walking through all kind of punches. Put his ass in there with Timothy Bradley, and Timothy Bradley going to the body on his ass and got stopped out there. Matias taking all these headshots and look good. He walking through these shots. Let's see if he can walk through these body shots that Ergashev gonna put on his ass. We definitely about to see. We about to see.
Yeah, this is true.
Lala,
Go ahead, Lala.
he said Provodnikov has terrible defense in her opinion. Shit, Matias got bad defense too, though.
He never really announced his retirement, did he? Who?
I think she's talking about Ruslan Provodnikov. You remember him?
Say his name again.
Ruslan Provodnikov.
No, I don't remember him.
Eastern European that went out there and went to war with Timothy Bradley and hurt him real bad in the last round, and Timothy Bradley barely held on to beat him. He was straight up warrior, blood and guts warrior, motherfucker.
But he was wobbling back to the corner.
Timothy Bradley was in the last round. Yeah, that's Provodnikov.
Okay, I kind of remember that fight vaguely. My boy say Matisse has killed a man. Let's see if homeboy can make it through his punches.
Yeah, we better see. One thing about Matias too, he's not like a real explosive type of puncher. He's more like a heavy-handed clubbing type of puncher. You know what I'm saying? This other guy more explosive. Matias, he got to be real close to you to hit you too. He can't hit you like from longer ranges. He got to be in pretty close. This guy that he fighting against, he's not the type of guy to let you get in real close to him. He like to keep some space between y'all, maintain that range and shit. I think this is a bad matchup for Matias because, like I said, I saw Jukembayev lighten his ass up in that ring. I'm talking about he couldn't miss him, but Matias was just walking through this shit, and it's outstanding. I mean, I gotta say, Matias got one of the best chins in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like square business, like Regis Prograis type chin. Great chin, outstanding chin. But he got somebody that's gonna test that chin and test that liver in this fight with a deeper amateur background on the pedigree scale. Yeah, we about to see what's gonna go down.
Body shots can make you do a different kind of dance.
Headshots make you mad, body shots make you quit, man. That's the way it goes. I'm gonna say it again for the ones in the back. Headshots make you mad, body shots make you quit. And that is a staple in this man's game. We about to see. If he wasn't coming off a layoff, I'd be talking even louder. He ain't fought in 15 months. So that's something that's going against it. But at the same time, Matias ain't fought in 11 months. So it ain't like it's too much better. Both of them coming off a long layoff. So we'll see.
So they kind of on even ground.
I think so. We're going to see. And guess what? Matias is defending his championship too. One thing my boy D'Lo like to say is it's easier to win a championship than it is to defend it. He ain't the hunter right now. He's the hunted. So let's see how he deal with that change in dynamics of the fight. You're no longer the apex predator hunter. You are the hunted. Motherfuckers coming for you. So let's see.
Well, you making it sound real exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be an outstanding fight. That could potentially be the best fight of the weekend. No bullshit.
Yeah, Hyphy said it's a shame that they weren't the co-main event instead of Charlo and Benavidez.
Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. That makes me think some politics type shit. Like I guess they want Charlo to fight Benavidez next or something. Because there's no way in hell that Charlo versus Benavidez should be ahead of Matias versus Ergashev. No way. That is some bullshit.
The politics have spoken. He said Matias and Williams Zepeda have the same trainer. They train in Mexico City, which is why their stamina and endurance are so unmatched.
Yeah, I think they got high elevation down there.
Yeah. Say this is the best fight of the weekend. I care more about this fight than Andre versus David.
I can't agree with him on that, but it's definitely an intriguing fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm more interested in Andrade versus David, but this is a great number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a hardcore fight fan, and let's say you was on the ropes about a fight, you was on the fence, and somebody said, well, you know, on the undercard they got Ergashel versus Matias. That's enough to get me over the top to make the purchase. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, salute to that fight.
I haven't even checked. How much is the fight?
I don't know what it is, man. I want to buy it though because I want to support Andrade on the pay-per-view. Plus, it's a big fight, a magical type of fight that we be wanting. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus they got some good fights on the undercard. So I'm definitely gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and oh shoot, I should be home in enough time to watch it too. Because I was mad the last time damn fight brought the fight and pressed record and didn't see the fight. I was so mad. I mean, I paid for the fight for real. It didn't give me no message saying that I couldn't record the fight like it did the previous fight. But
Yeah,
I set it to record and everything, you know. And I come home, I'm like, oh yeah, I get ready to watch the fight. Didn't listen to no channel or nobody hadn't broke the news to me. And I started watching and it started showing me some stuff with Jim Carrey. I was like, what the what is this? Man, I was hurt.
you got to make sure you see that red dot.
I saw the dot.
Well, you should have recorded then.
They didn't let it record. I'm telling you, they stingy with it now. You used to could record Floyd. Them you can't. I was gonna record who fight was it? Was it Earl and Terrence? I was gonna record, and it said that when I bought it and went through the little thing to get the fight, they gave a message that said you cannot record this program.
I recorded it.
Who you got? I got AT&T.
Spectrum. I recorded the fight, but they cut off the last 2 rounds. Some kind of way I didn't get the last 2 rounds, but I ain't never had trouble recording a fight. You know what I'm saying?
They actually gave me a message that said I couldn't record the fight. They said you cannot record this program.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that. That's crazy. The Kane in the building. What's up, bro? Talking about the fight $74.99 on pay-per-view. Okay. That's what I thought it was gonna be, about $75.
What's up, my boy? Social Scientific.
We need a test scope from your ass too, man. Everybody in the Block fam taking tests, 70 questions. Let's see where you at. I expect you to make an A too.
Joseph Brown said this fight isn't a pay-per-view fight. Yeah, this pay-per-view. It might not. You don't deem it worthy of pay-per-view?
What fight he talking about? This neither fight is a pay-per-view fight. He talking about Andrade and Benavidez?
He said this is a regular Showtime fight. Neither guy are ticket sellers. I thought I heard them saying pay-per-view like a mug.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Benavidez fight is on pay-per-view. He done already fought on pay-per-view against Caleb Plant. This shit gonna be on pay-per-view.
Maybe the undercard don't be. I don't know. Well, the co-main excuse me, the co-main event, I'm sure is gonna be on the pay-per-view card.
Yeah. You missed a few comments though. Joseph Brown said the best fight of the weekend. I care more about this fight than Andrade and David. We read that. Hyphy say Ergashev was trained by Sugar Hill. He has moving and packs a good punch from the southpaw stance all day. And then he say Ergashev will beat Richardson Hitchens. That'll be a tough fight. It'll be a good one though. I think Richardson Hitchens got action at beating Matias. I think he's a slicker boxer, Olympian. Joseph Brown said 7,000 feet above sea level ain't for the weak and weary, for sure. Then Hyphy say, haven't heard anything on Chocolatito or Juan Estrada. It's been about a year since they fought. It seemed like I saw Estrada I saw something about Estrada. Like he got a fight coming up or something. I might be tripping though. Joseph Brown said it shouldn't be only again Showtime overvaluing this fight, having it on pay-per-view. I done paid for a lot worse. I done paid for worse.
I was about to try to say, I'm trying to think if I've seen a fighter go from pay-per-view to not pay-per-view.
Yeah, I done paid for worse, and plus they got the undercards and shit pretty good for the most part. I think it's worth paying for in comparison to what I done paid for in the past. Don't talk me into a link now, shit. I'll be to hit up Yasa and told them motherfucker send me a link and don't call shit and just be chilling, smoking some of this Doja, smoking some reefer. Yeah, you talking about this shit ain't pay-per-view worthy. And
This
people
nigga
talking
say
about Tregs, you gonna call the fight? Nigga, I might get me a link.
Did this man say reefer? I ain't heard it called that in years.
Square business.
I was little the last time I heard somebody say reefer.
Yeah,
just smoking that reefer, huh?
Gonna smoke some of this reefer, nigga.
Man, Showtime fair sale, brother. Number one, Al Heyman, Hey the Barbershop tried to tell you niggas. If Showtime ain't gonna have boxing no more, let them try to go out with a bang. That boy Joseph Brown said, I'm a link. So she said, I fucks with the fight. Neither one of these guys trying to take a loss. Young Hungry Lion versus Old Master.
Yeah, I fuck with it too.
That Old Master better have one of those long beards like in those Chinese movies, karate movies, where he can fly and do all that kind of stuff and not get tired. He got to hurt David. He got to not hurt where hurting him, wobbling him a little bit to be great, but he got to do something and make David know right out the gate, we not playing.
For sure. Set him straight early all day.
You know how you had to, well, I don't know, you got to get that youngster straight. Hey, man, I ain't playing with you. You better sit your ass down. We're not finna go through all that with you coming straight forward, just punching the shit out of me.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we got to worry.
He said, I'm just worried because he cut his dreads out. Samson ain't taught him nothing.
You don't think his strength gone with his locks, do you? That's why I ain't gonna cut my locks. I told him I'm on my Samson stuff. My locks gonna be with me till I call it quits.
I feel y'all, but I ain't never been a fan of long hair on a man. He ain't war ready. That's just the way I feel about that shit. People, you like if you get into it with somebody, everybody don't fight by the same rules, man.
Oh, I know.
I done seen people with long hair get into fights, and then they be like, "Man, why you grabbing her, nigga? Cause it's kill or be killed, nigga." So, let's say it's somebody with long hair that got their back turned, and somebody they done really done something. They got some beef out here. A motherfucker walk up and grab them by their hair and slit their goddamn throat. That's the way I be seeing that shit. They make them cut that shit in the military because that's a hazard when you in war. That's not a warrior to me. Somebody that got a long hair. He ain't war ready. That's just the way I see that shit.
Well, now I plan. If I'm in a war, I'm calling shit from behind the lines. I ain't letting you get close to me. I'm shooting. I ain't fighting no more. I'm past that age.
What if a motherfucker come at you with a covert attack? You know what I'm saying?
I gotta have enemies for that.
Huh?
I gotta have enemies for that. And I move with a swivel,
but you never know what happened in life. But I look at a lot of shit differently. Like some people don't believe in a sucker punch. I believe in the art of a good sucker punch. It depends on what they done. So, all right, let's say somebody do something to your family. They deserve a fair fight. So if somebody do something to your mother, your child, they deserve a fair fight. Man, fuck that dude, man. My goal is to hurt you badly, and I don't owe you nothing fair. If you do something to my family or something that I deem necessary enough for whatever operation I choose, that's what I'm going with. because I'm trying to hurt you bad. That's what the goal is. I ain't no shooter or nothing like that, man. I would do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a covert operation in my mind, nigga, because I believe in warfare.
If we gotta get downright dirty, you know, I fight with the best of snakes. I'm just saying, you know, I ain't just always been old Papa MZ around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know how to survive. If it comes down to what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. Believe that.
Yeah.
My boy scientists say, but my boy Joseph Brown say, ain't no rules in the streets. You right. You say sucker punch. We used to call it, yeah, that dude stole it. You sit there talking, pow! What you talking for? Nigga, we supposed to be fighting.
Yeah. Especially when you know you done something.
Man,
You know you wrong.
I'm gonna tell you the dumb move. When you see the dude start taking his shirt off, as soon as he pulled over his head, who told you to try to do that? You just whooping his ass. He panicking because he can't get out of his shirt fast enough. His arms is stuck up in the air. It's too late. You done got your ass drilled. Fight be over by the time you get the shirt off.
Yeah, like I said, it depends on the situation. Like if it's like sometimes friends get into fights. Like some of the best friends that you ever had in your life, y'all fought first. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And after y'all become friends, y'all get into it, y'all might fight again. I'm gonna give my partner a fair one because my partner ain't gonna cross no line and do nothing too crazy. We got into it over something basic, you know what I'm saying? So we can have a fair one. But if I really see you as an enemy and you done something to me, and I'm thinking about you at night when I'm laying in my bed, you got problems. And if you give me an opportunity to hurt you, that's what I'm gonna do. Regardless if you feel like it's by the rules or whatever. I don't give
no rules in fighting.
But some people feel like it is. Some people feel like it is though.
Those are the ones that lose. Those are the ones that's always on the losing end.
Well, I'm saying if you got long hair, you are expecting the other person to abide by the rules that if y'all get into a conflict, you are not to touch their hair. That's what having long hair is saying to me.
I feel you.
I'm not. You done something to me. You got your back turned. I'm not supposed to run up and grab your hair and start beating your ass. Like, man,
see, I don't understand those people. If they done something, you might as well finish doing it. It's no do something and then turn your back. You got to complete that mission.
Well, I'm saying, what if it's somebody talking noise to you on social media or something, and y'all in close proximity, and they talking about what they gonna do to you? They threaten your family and all this kind of stuff, and then you see them in real life. That shit happens, man.
He threatened my family, I would have to get rid of him. See, you got me all in the streets. Let me leave that alone, because you see he done threatened my family. Nigga, you what? I'm already reverse engineering on how to find out where you at.
Yeah.
Now, I put it like this. Okay, it might not be warrior, but when you see these locks coming, you're going to have to shit in your pants. Nigga, you ain't coming back.
Yeah.
He said there was a study done with Indian trackers who would wake up before attacks with their long hair. When they cut their hair, their intuition left, and they couldn't anticipate attacks.
I done heard some shit like that, like your long hair is like an antenna, and it's supposed to make you more in tune and shit like that. So, yeah, I have heard that.
He said, I agree on the warfare aspect. No rules to that shit.
I done seen niggas on YouTube videos too getting their ass whooped talking about, man, why you grabbing her? Why you grabbing her? Yeah, I done seen that too though. So I ain't about to sit up there and think every nigga with long hair just got some superpowers over here. You can have that long hair and get your ass tore off the bone too.
Man, see, nigga with long hair ain't got no superpowers around this bitch. Banned from India. Lala D said a fight in Miami's Walmart, and the guy with dreads started bleeding badly from the head because the guy would not let go of his dreads.
That sounds kind of familiar. I might have seen that. He had missed a couple of comments though.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh.
Hyphy say, do you want to see an immediate rematch between Robson, Conceição, and Navarrete? No, I want to see Robson, Conceição retire. That is what I want to see.
Yeah, Joseph Brown said, I'm grabbing the shirt and hitting you with that Ken and Raul. Sure, you could hook a.
You get. You talking about that Street Fighter, nigga?
Man, I know. Chung Lee was my girl.
Oh, I'll beat the brakes off you if you get Chung Lee. I got Ken. Every time you come up over the top with that bullshit, you getting that uppercut. You want to come out, you want to come with that upside down spinning shit. I'm gonna come with that tattoo back in Seppuku, and I'm gonna be coming back with my shit, throwing them fireballs at your ass fast. Nah, you ain't got nothing for me if you gonna get Chung Lee.
I pulled the hustling out on you. Yoga
with the long arms.
Yoga fire.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing, OG.
I used to hate Cash used to bring out Blanca with that old electric. I'm like, this nigga here with this bullshit.
If you real good, I'll go get Blanca because I can put a lot of damage on you without doing a lot of powerful attacks. And plus, when I can turn defense into offense, because when you attacking me, I'm holding back, and that's charging up my rolling ball attack. And as soon as you give me a little space, I'm coming right back with that ball on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite characters.
I couldn't stand Blanca.
Yeah.
That motherfucker gave me the blues.
Yeah.
My son beat me so bad, I just said, man, you know what? Fuck Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'm down there unbeatable in that Street Fighter on Super Nintendo. You might have action on something else, but Super Nintendo, I'm a monster.
You kind of messed my head up when you see it on Super Nintendo. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, my pops wasn't around all the time when I was young, but that's one thing I can say about him. When I first started playing Street Fighter at 7-Eleven, I fell in love with that shit. And I asked my dad for the game, and that motherfucker sent it to me in the mail. So salute to my old man for sending me Street Fighter, and I played that shit every day.
I got my ass beat because of Pac-Man. Went up there and spent my mama's money.
At 7-Eleven?
Yep. Yes, sir. At 7-Eleven. That's where I first saw a video game. Fell in love with it. I got an ass whooping for it, but I've been a gamer ever since.
Yeah. Well, how you say after last Thursday performance, I believe Naoya Inoue has real action at beating Shakur at 130. Hell no, man. That dude third fighting at 122. He gonna move up to 130 and beat 135 and beat Shakur. Hell no. I can't see that. And plus, he orthodox too. If he was a southpaw, I can understand maybe he give him some problems, but that orthodox shit, man, I'm telling y'all, once y'all see Shakur back in the ring with orthodox fighters, it's gonna be back to our regularly scheduled program. I guarantee you.
Back to business.
Back to business.
That other episode was a miswrite. They fired that writer. You know how the shows be going. They had one certain writer doing everything, and then they had a guest come in, and you be like, where the hell this episode come from?
Only the cold thing about Shakur is that the shit that I feel like he lacking is something that you can't teach. How can you teach a man to want to put himself in line of fire so he can be great? Make a man miss by an inch instead of making him miss by a mile. How can you teach a man that to want to do that? Somebody that's been fighting their whole life, they supposed to know how to do that anyway. That's how you know the levels in boxing. When you're in there with somebody that's on a low level, you can hit them, or when they make you miss by a mile. But when you off in there with better fighters, they make you miss by an inch, and they come right back with something to make you pay. That's what we didn't see with this fight. We saw him make him miss, but he didn't make him pay.
I think Shakur took a lick. I'm trying to remember which round. He caught a body blow. That
holding him up a little bit.
Yeah, he caught a body blow, and from that point, he was like, "No, you can't get with me." No. He kept that distance between them then for sure when he took that punch.
I think we talking about two different punches, because I saw him take a body shot coming off the ropes late in the fight and kind of folded him up. But like I said, that was kind of late in the fight. He was already.
No, it was
fighting.
earlier in the fight. It was earlier in the fight because the way your boy threw it, he kind of lunged with it.
Yeah.
And Shakur couldn't get back, and his hands was up, and he caught him in the side.
He already said he took a body shot from Oscar Valdez and felt like he wanted to throw up when he went to the corner. He was telling his grandfather about it. So I wouldn't be too surprised. Maybe he's a little susceptible to body shots, maybe.
That's a telling thing. That's a telling thing. Yeah, Samson. She's laughing at the Samson thing. But I can't wait for this weekend to see what happens. I'm real intrigued to see what Jamal gonna do.
I should have made you get your picks in on Sean Ross before I came on here talking all this boxing shit. Influencing them picks. Yeah.
See how I do that? That's like boxing. I set the trap, get everything nice and good, everybody feeling comfortable, and the flow just start coming.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit. I ain't doing none of that. Well, shoot, I think I spoke on everything that I can tonight. I know it's kind of early, but I'm still riding high from my anniversary.
I hope y'all had a great time, man.
Man, my wife took me to this restaurant called J. Alexander's. I don't know how much nothing costs because she didn't let me see the menu or the prices, but it's a nice place, real nice. And I got this Maui steak cooked to like a medium well. It had this like bourbon sauce on it with like a little hint of sweetness. That mug was delicious. So dang good. And then this IPA beer called it's a San Antonio beer called the Alamo IPA. Bro, when I say this, I'm not like really into beer, but I try them every once in a while. This beer, the foam of it, I sip the foam and you get the zest of like orange and a light lemon. And then 2 sips of the beer, though, I'm talking, I could feel it. I got a buzz like, wow.
Yeah.
Then we walked around a little bit. She wanted to go and get her some stuff from Bath and Beyond. It was just beautiful. It was a nice day outside, pretty outside. And shoot, they got this carrot cake. Oh, the dude was like, take this home, heat it up for 30 seconds. Watch what it do. I come home and I got this apple pie from Bill Miller. So I put them together and warmed them up. Man, I almost killed myself eating that stuff.
How long y'all been married?
This is our 27th year of marriage. We've been together 31.
That's some player shit, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to Black love. You know what I'm saying? Black fathers, active in the home, active with their kids and holding it down like a motherfucker, showing love to their people, their family. You know what I'm saying? Something that they say black people don't do, but they don't never give credit when it's due. So I'm gonna give some credit.
I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
The boy Eric R said, yo, J. Alexander is nice. Yeah, see, you know about it. But shoot, I think that parents, the best gift they can give to their kids is being together for their kids their whole life so they can have a mother and father. I think that's the best gift you can give your child.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It was probably a little bit different for me growing up because my mama fight. So I can't even blame my dad.
I feel you.
I just see my mama go to the McDonald's or something. Like I still remember this shit as a kid. And we go to McDonald's and I give me a little hamburger or something. And my dad paid for it and he tell the cashier lady, he was like, thank you, baby. Or something like that, like for the change, you know what I'm saying? My mama starts swinging on his ass immediately. So I can't even blame Pops for not being around, you know what I'm saying? But I got love for my old man though.
I feel you. Shoot, my mama was tough on my dad. He just wasn't there to either, but I knew what it was. So
then at the same time, it's different types of good fathers. Like you got some good fathers that's kind of like a second mother almost. Like they real nurturing and like they around and they like real helpful and stuff. But then you got some fathers that's like world beaters. Like you see them conquering shit. Sometimes people say those are bad fathers, but I see the value in that too. They don't be at home all the time. They not around all the time. But just the fact that you see your dad conquering some shit, and then that same person validates you, that's a good feeling. That's how my dad was. My dad was always like my hero. I done seen this nigga break a whole basketball teams and shit by himself. I'm talking about just in there breaking everybody, walking out that motherfucker with so much money, I got to help him carry that shit. That was my hero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he gave me my validation. Some people don't get validation from their fathers. That's one thing I can say. I appreciate my dad for that. I appreciate that validation. He wasn't always around, but he was my hero. He's still my hero. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga.
Yeah. I can hear you when you talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. I talked to him earlier. You know what I'm saying? I love my dad.
That's something you don't hear brothers say all the time is they love somebody. It's like they dad or they brother.
Yeah, I got love for y'all motherfuckers. I talk to y'all more than people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like the Block fam, everybody in the Discord and shit. I talk to y'all nigga more than anybody. I got real love for motherfucker. Yeah, for sure.
Well, people personalities bleed through. You can't hide that no matter where you at.
Yeah.
But I'm finna get off of here, man. I got to get up in the morning. It was nice chopping it up with you. I can't wait to see what's going on with these fights this weekend.
Appreciate you letting me get on.
Yeah,
salute to everybody in the chat. We're gonna come back with something on the corner either tomorrow or Thursday, man. We're gonna come back with some trivia. Probably have I'm gonna have a little bit of both. I'm gonna have a mix. I know some people said that they want some alternating shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna come back with something though. So y'all come through and fuck with us on either tomorrow or Thursday. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. Salute to you, OG. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm about to jump off.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.